Yeah, hi friends, Bikash here, and welcome to my channel again. Uh, as in the last video, I have promised I'm going to share you what exactly the difference between an CBAC and reflexive ACL. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about CBAC and reflexive ACL. So both the ACLs we use for outbound connections. So outbound connections, which is or the traffic which is going out to internet. So in this video, I'm going to differentiate what exactly the difference between CBAC and reflexive ACL. So what exactly reflexive ACL does is when connection goes from inside to outside world, it creates a mirror of that uh, connection and it allows the return traffic. Okay, same way CBAC does the same thing, but it also understand how a protocol works. So if I take a FTP example, okay, in FTP protocol we have two connections. One is control connection and second one is data connection. In control connection, only the communication happens between client to server stating that I want to initiate a connection with you with all the details of username password to authenticate to FTP server. The data plane will take place when user wants to download some data or uploads a data. uh, it happens when a data needs to be communicated, like data needs to be transferred from server to client or client to server. So in this video I am going to show you how a reflexive ACL works with FTP and CBAC. So I'm just I'll revise what I said last time. So in passive connection, we have two type of connection. So we have active and passive. In active connection, the server will decide to which port data should be communicated. In passive, the user will decide on which port the data should be communicated. So let's say we have a firewall in between. So only the passive connections will work, but in case of active connection, the firewall usually denies because a new connection will be initiated from outside to inside, so it will block the connection. So how CBAC understand this problem and resolves it, we are going to see in the lab. So we'll start the lab. We'll try to log into R1. Okay. So as I have already configured all the things, so access list. So I have already configured. Um, if you want to see my see my reflexive ACL video, it is there in the description. I will be you will be able to see that how to configure and reflexive ACL. So I am going to apply on the interface. So IP access group reflex in, and IP access list out in sorry, it was out. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm just checking how it was configured. So run interface 30.1. Okay, so this was okay. We'll go to one IP access group reflex, that is for out, and out in, that is for n. Okay, so I have got a user here and a FTP server here. So in this user, and we have got a server, so I just install a small application which runs FTP on top of it. So I have already configured a profile which allows all the uh, actions. So through WinSCP I'm going to connect this. So login, username, and the password. So if I see the connection here, I can see a mirror access list is already been created. Okay, if I try to see this again, if I put the username, I won't be able to see any files over here. So why we are not able to see? Because I'll show you a configuration here. Okay, so I'm going to close it. So I'll show you here what exactly happened. So we are doing an active connection. In active connection, the server will send you a random port in which you need to connect, and it initiates connection on the source port of 20. So it is initiating connection. That is the reason, because of reflexive ACL, it is getting denied. I am going to show you how it is. Debug IP packets. So debug IP packets, if I again initiate traffic, save, login, password here. See, we can see access deny over here, which is initiated by this source to this destination. We are not able to see the port number because we have done debug IP. That is the reason. Okay. So if I do a passive connection, let's say edit a passive connection. Okay. Login, save and login, username and password. I am able to log in. Okay. So if I see the connection here. So in this case it is working fine because the user only is allocating a data port number. That is the reason our firewall is allowing it. But in case of active connection, it is not allowed. So it allows, it means that reflexive ACL allows only inbound traffic. It doesn't understand the protocol, how protocol works. Only it allows the inbound connection, and it creates a mirror ACL which allows the outside traffic, the return traffic, I can say. So I'm going to close all the connections over here. Okay. Now I'm going to remove the configuration of reflexive ACL. No, to the config mode of the interface. Okay. Now I have a inspect already configured. So IP inspect. Sorry, include. So we are doing an FTP inspection. So on the interface, outside interface, where it is on this interface, we are going to apply this IP inspect FTP, the FTP number, name and out. And how to configure CBAC, I'll be putting in my CBAC video in the description. Please check that out if you have not seen it. So in this, what I'm going to do is, first I am going to edit mode, connection. I want an active connection. I will be saving this and I will again initiate connection. So it is asking for username and I have given a password. Now in this case it is working. If I download some file, that is also working. See, it got transferred. So if I look at this connection, if I debug IP inspect detailed, I will be closing all the connection over here. Again I will initiate some other. So this will be big screen to understand. So I'm putting the username and the password. I will show the things here. See, if you read this, you will be able to understand that the server is initiating the connection with the source IP and the source port number. So it initiating the data connection with destination of this and the port number of this. So when the connection, the data connection take place, his source port number will be 20 and the client destination port number will be 113. If you see that IP show IP inspect session, you will be seeing 112. So the next destination port is this and the source port would be this. It is not there in the session, but in background uh, it generates this number and send it to it. So this is a FTP data connection. So this is how we can say that CBAC understand the protocol behavior, but in case of reflexive ACL, it doesn't. So the reflexive ACL, like I want to summarize this. So to allow a connection from our inside to outside and allow the same connection, we can use a reflexive ACL. But let's say if you in your environment, if you want some FTP inspected or other traffic which has to be inspected in both direction, in that case we can use an CBAC. So I have showed you an FTP example. So this is how it works, and I think I'm going to end this video here. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe, like and comment if you have any question. I'll be answering as soon as possible. Thanks for watching and have a great day.